In the past, a person's choice of spouse was decided upon by their families, as arranged marriages were a common trend in most traditional African settings. However, with the growing evolution and technological advancements, things have changed, and individuals now find and select their spouse with little or no interference from their families. But despite this, the country continues to experience a high rate of divorce. Clearview News correspondent sought the opinions of some Abuja residents on whether or not this practice should be encouraged in relationships.
Recently, news have been making the rounds that a 2-day-old marriage hit the rocks after the newly wedded husband filed for divorce, citing his wife's nasty behavior towards his mom. It was gathered that a fight ensued between the bride and her mother-in-law over food meant for her parents. The mother-in-law approached her daughter-in-law and discreetly requested some of the food to share with guests who had traveled from a distance. However, the bride firmly refused, insisting that the food was meant solely for her parents. This resulted in a verbal and physical exchange between both parties. According to many observers, these issues may be far deeper than the fights that ensued at the wedding reception. They are of the opinion that these issues may have been checked if the bride was properly screened and approved by the groom's family. Some decades back, arranged marriages were a common tradition in various societies. The groom and bride were selected by the parents or relations rather than through the partner's mutual choice. They were usually subjected to serious background, spiritual and mental checks before they proceeded to be joined legally. However, the story today is different, as individuals find and select their own spouses without parents interfering. But despite this freedom, there appears to be growing cases of broken marriages in recent times compared to the past. This has therefore brought the burning question back to the fore. Should parents have a say on who their children marry?
Parents must understand that they are not the ones getting married. You are the one getting married. So you need to choose somebody you can live with, somebody you can be excited about. Not parents choosing for their children or their wards, guardians choosing for their wards who they should marry. And at the end of the day, they struggle and they put the blame on the parents or guardians. They say, this is not the person I wanted to marry. If I had married the person I wanted to marry, things would have been successful. And then it also helps it also increases divorce rates, which is not a good thing.
These are evil days. You just have to know the family your children, your daughter, your son is going into. There's what they call continuity, and there's what they call, a gene. There's a certain way that a mother behaves that eventually, if care is not taken, the daughter will follow the footstep. That is a fact. The gene is there. If you have this, there are some women that even common arguments in their family, they are already threatening the husband that want to pack out. If you have that nonchalant attitude, that free will, that who can stop me attitude, most definitely your child, your daughter might have such. And so you have to look at the background of where your daughter or your son is going into.
Honestly, parents shouldn't be involved in choosing spouses for their children because it's very, very dangerous. Because the children will be at the receiving end. And marriage is not something that you are in today and tomorrow you are out. It's not a cloth you wear. But in a situation where you can't help it, can you die for love? You can't. So you have to move out.
In our culture, we know that your parents had to consent to whoever you want to get married to. For a parent to say, no, I don't want this person, I wouldn't want, you have to first listen. But if at the end you see that what their reasons are not really what you are looking at, their reasons are maybe based on their own personal interest, because most times where it comes in is their own personal interest, not the interest of the child, then I think the people involved have to seek a spiritual advice and then know how to go about it.
Anything that has to do with forever, lifetime, it's not something you just have to just jump in. If I have somebody that wants to get married to me and I know, okay, I feel I can actually spend forever with this person, definitely I'm going to involve my parents. And whatever they say, sincerely speaking, I will go with it. Because most times our parents see beyond what we are seeing.
My parents don't have a say for me because I'm an adult, so I know what is good for me. I know what is right for me. So what they're supposed to do is to advise me not to follow the wrong way or not to follow the kind of spouse that won't take care of me, that won't treat me right.
Varying as the opinions may be, these street parliamentarians say couples can navigate through and build a successful home if they love and show commitment towards making their union.